Mary John. I'm a member of the Baha'i community. I was invited by, I guess you could call her my friend, Jerry. No, I love it so much. I guess the main reason that I wanted to come here, and I shared a little bit of this, is because I truly believe that no change can happen until you change the hearts of men. And that can only happen through God. You know, you see what's happening just in our own neighborhood, and you see the violence, and how else can you expect these group of people to react when all they've experienced in their life is violence? And you know, you have to have that deeper understanding of love and faith, and that comes from God. And you know, I would just take any opportunity to meet with community members, you know, especially in religious organizations, and how we can come together to try and find, you know, mutual ground, and find ways to try and help this community, and then, you know, help individuals who then go on and, you know, help the world.
There you go. I'm Candy Holmes, and I'm with Metropolitan Community Churches, where I'm the program officer for people of African descent, and so that's MCC for short. So if you hear MCC, that's what it stands for. And primarily, MCC has had a justice-oriented ministry throughout the world, and primarily LGBT, but not exclusively. So we are all inclusive. And my particular role is it relates to people of African descent inside of MCC, but also bridge building outside of MCC. And so
at United Theological Seminary, I teach the D-Min students in the Gardner Taylor Fellows group, which focuses on social justice and political activism. I've been doing this pretty much my whole life. I started preaching when I was 16 years old, and got my first church when I was 20 years old.
wow.
And got my first threat from the police when I was 22 years old. And so I actually worked as a community organizer in Boston, Massachusetts. I was a lead organizer of a group called Mattapan Dorchester Churches in Action on Blue Hill Avenue. Anybody knows anything about Boston, that's the heart of the hood. That's where I serve. I've been a pastor for nearly 30 years, and I've had a calling to urban ministry, but also have had a calling all my life to the beloved community. And so I'm really full right now to be sitting in this space and to hear your voices and your stories and your passion. It's really exciting to me, and my hope is, as I was sharing with Victoria, you know, the Black Church has a way of operating in its silos, in our echo chambers.
I'm Lori McPherson. I'm clergy on staff down at Holy Redeemer Metropolitan Community Church, another MCC denomination, but I live right over in East Baltimore. Baltimore's kind of my adopted hometown. I'm here because Pastor Victoria was kind enough to reach out to me and to continue to reach out to me even after she met me. You know, no accountant, but you know, my passions are for the city, for the people in this city, for my people in this city, and I have a passion for criminal justice reform as well. And so, watching what has happened in the city just in the last couple of weeks, of course, has spurred all of that on. And if I had to put it in a box, I would say that, you know, what I want to do is to comfort and protect the people and fight the power, because the power just doesn't scare me one little bit. The guns don't scare me, the tanks don't scare me. The people have the power in this struggle, and I'm just grateful to have found a community that will welcome somebody like me into its midst so that I can continue that work.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Angela Jones Ramirez, and I am the Community Life Ministry Director at the Metropolitan Community Church of Baltimore, where my pastor who invited me this morning is Victoria Burson. And one of the reasons that I'm here is because as a seminarian, I've been taught that we should be the voice of those who don't have a voice. I went to the Samuel Dwight Proctor conference earlier on this year, and historically it's not always been inviting to LGBT people, but times are changing, and they were more inclusive. And I'm learning that we are all one body in Christ. And what saddens me is that we as clergy can be divisive. And whether we know it or not, people are watching. Eyes are always watching. And one of the things that my mother taught me before she went home was do the right thing the first time the right way, even when no eyes are upon you.
In this space where we focus so much on outcomes and results, we very rarely take the time to find out who's in the room. So like, honestly, can I just tell you, like, as a facilitator that's trying to get through something, and I want to make sure that bringing me out is worth your time. I mean, forget my time. I'm like, I'm headed to New York. I got some, right? Like, there's a part of me that's like, let's get through this so we can get to the work. And the more I do this, the more I realize, like, this is the work. Because we don't take enough time to realize that I am because we are.
Right.
And how can we be if we don't know who's in the room? It's a sacred moment. I said on the organizing call that folks were talking about this, how I'd like to sacramentalize this. For a lot of us within faith traditions, part of how we sacramentalize something is through song. But I'm not the one. So could I just ask somebody who'd be willing to kind of just lead us in a song?
I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Singing and praying with my mind stayed on freedom. Singing and praying with my mind stayed on freedom. Singing and praying with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Walking and talking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Friends, how many friends.